Welcome back to the channel. This is our Wednesday midweek update video. We got a few things to talk about. First off, we did finish up the Doom Master. If you hadn't seen that one, check it out. We did do some stuff today at work, and we got the BBX wheels painted. These may be going on here, maybe not. That was the initial plan. We're going to put 4 BBX tires and wheels to give it more of a scale appearance. Although I really like the look of the stock wheels. Maybe change the tires, possibly, depending on where we're going to run this thing. And along with that, with our beach trip, I got a set of the new Pro Line paddles for the Grom, and went ahead and painted those, if you've seen our little short. With that being said, this is my original Grom that we've taken to the beach a few times, and it's been to the skate park and everything else, but this is a brushed version, and I've been wanting to upgrade it ever since I took it to the beach the first time. It needed more power, and after doing some research, it didn't make any sense to not just get a brushless version. The BLX comes with all the upgrades. It's got the shocks, it's got, I think, steel outdrives, a couple of other things that are upgrades versus the stock brushed one. And of course the brushless system and the 50 miles an hour. So I did take Eric's BLX Typhon down there, and that was really awesome. And ever since then I had to upgrade our brush version. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of do a mix and match between the two. I got the black one just because we didn't need another battery. We're going to probably run a different style battery in this. Sorry about that glare there. I do prefer the neon yellow green roll cage, and we do have another clear Grom Mojave body, not the Pro Line, but just a factory replacement, which is what this is that we painted up. Nothing wrong with this one. It's a little beat up from going to the skate park and then the other day chasing the dog with it, but it's a little bit old news, so we may be, well, we're going to try our best to get a body painted this week before we head out, and to match our new pink wheels we got here. Definitely going to be bright. Not that this one isn't, but it will be a play off of this. Same colors, just maybe more pink than yellow, but we'll definitely have our Guru Green involved in there some way or another. But we're no need to unbox this. You've seen them. It's the same truck, just brushless with a black body. The body on this is really cool, but we're going to ditch it. We may sell it just to recoup some funds. I do have a clear body, like I said, and this car here will not go to waste. I've got plans for this one too. The other week we painted those bodies at Anderson RC. We did a little bartering, and we traded one of those bodies out for a McAllister late model. These are dirt oval bodies that we ran for probably 10 plus years. We used to run these on the Traxxas 1/16. We ran them on the Losi Mini late models back in the day. And thinking about, looks like the wheelbase is about right. I was curious. Four-wheel drive late model. If you're familiar with dirt oval racing, the Custom Works Dominator was the awesome car to have. Even the later version, the belt version, I had one of those, and it was a lot of fun. I think we're going to build a Grominator. A little dirt oval version. We'll get some 1.9 touring car wheels. We'll have to devise a way to mount this body. It will not be clipless anymore, so we're going to be like a dirt oval racer. We'll do some suspension modifications. We'll lower it. Like I said, put the touring car tires on it, and that ought to be a pretty cool project. We were just talking about this the other week, a couple of my buddies at the track, and talked about our good old days of racing 18 scale at Cooper's, and we ran them at King a little bit on the dirt oval, and we actually ran NASCAR bodies on our Losi or our Traxxas rally cars back in the day on the super speedway. So that ought to be a pretty fun project. Interesting, different. We got a dirt oval here that we can test it on. We got carpet oval we can try it on. Most likely going to get foam tires for it. So, or some good slicks for touring car. But anyways, let's head to the other room and see what we got going on in there. All right, guys, not much has changed in this room. Our next build will definitely be the Beetle. We've got a 10.5, same Eco Power servo that we put in the Dune Master. And now that I think about it, we could probably put that 10.5 in the Dune Master because that thing's going to be ballistic in this car. I do have a very obscure, famous racer paint scheme that's going to go on this car. I'll explain that more once we get into the paint process of it. The paint job will still be fine with the yellow wheels. I mentioned before on one earlier video about getting the aluminum wheels or the aluminized wheels just because they look cool. But I think the yellow or even maybe some white wheels, I don't know if they don't make these in white, but they do make the Turbo Scorpion wheels that will fit on here. But anyways, the paint scheme will work with the yellow wheels that we got in mind. Very obscure. I've got a very fuzzy picture of it. So I'm having to do some screenshots of a video that I saw, and we've kind of screenshotted several different angles as best I could in the video, and we're going to try to mimic that the best we can by using what we have. Go ahead and open this thing up. It hasn't even been opened yet. All right, let's see what we have here. I do believe these have somewhat of a blister pack, if I recall. Oh yeah, pretty cool. They already done the boring part, building shocks, although they're not filled with oil. We'll have to take the gaskets off, or at least the bottom cartridge out. My Scorpion, the shocks felt great for the first few weeks, but sitting over there on the shelf dormant for a year, just like anything. One of them actually leaked out. The rest of them are fine. There's our Beetle body. We've already done one of these on the video, but on the channel, but this is going to be completely different. And there's your chassis under tray or over tray. And then comes to the black tub, which is cool. I ordered a black tub for our Scorpion since we did the body in black. The Scorpion comes molded in yellow, or if you get the turbo, it comes in white. For the most part, your diff's built. The transmission is partially built. You just have to add the diff and I guess maybe a spur gear. It's got the two idler gears right here, so I believe they're already on there. Your tires and wheels are already assembled. They are not glued, from what I remember. They're just mounted up. Pretty cool presentation. I like the way the all the suspension is mocked up here. All cast aluminum, semi-polished. And here's your basically the rest of the car. That's all your hardware, your frame rails. It has aluminum frame rails. Plastic roll cage at the back for like where the engine would go in a Beetle. So really cool. All right, that's it for Studio A. Let's head out in the shop and update you on the powder coat situation. All right, I have not had time to do anything other than set it up since I set it up last week. We're going to make room in this area. Got to move the welder. Got a little grass seed spreader over there, just normal household garbage. We got to move that out of the way because let me turn on some more lights. Today, our co-worker, Mr. Dave, donated a Harbor Freight blasting cabinet. That is the larger of the two. We're going to put glass media in there, or maybe even walnut. I'm not sure what we need to do to clean up, just to clean off anodizing and clean up some of these aluminum parts. We're not going to be doing any kind of heavy-duty engine parts, not be restoring real car stuff in it. Not, at least for now anyways, unless I build another truck in the near future. But I think I was going to move this cabinet here because I really don't have anything on it except for that Project Jesse James car that's been sitting there for 2 years. The rest of that stuff could be rearranged. But I got my regulator and one of my water traps over there, and I don't want to block all that stuff off. I do have somewhat access through the cabinet or the shelf. So I think what better place, because it is contained, it's not going to be making a lot of dust and dirt. Shouldn't be anyways. Move that fan, rearrange this stuff, and possibly set up our cabinet right there. I was going to try to be a cool guy and take that thing out of the box today at work and prep it and paint it Guru Green. but yeah, we didn't get that far. We're gonna be happy with it being red. That'll be fine. So hopefully next week, we do have a trip coming up. That's going to delay things. I really want to get started on this chassis because I want to get my four-wheel drive RC10 in the works, because September, October will be here before you know it, and we got another vintage race. There's actually two coming up. There's one coming up in Maryland. The Von Nats will be in Virginia. So we're looking forward to at least one of those events with the RC10 four-wheel drive. Maybe a 10T. I got mine. I haven't built yet. So plenty of projects still. All right, guys. I think that's a wrap for today's video. Just a quick update. Got myself in a jam again as usual, but this is for my own sake. I'm gonna paint my body for our kind of our hybrid between the brushed and the BLX Grom here. We're gonna do something bright, something to go along with our new paddle tires. So that'll be fun. Next video, hopefully we'll be painting this. Hopefully get this thing painted by Sunday. And then next week, they don't do real well, but we're going to do some beach running videos. We got the Hornet Evo we hadn't ran yet. We'll definitely be running this. The sand car down here below is still on the to-do list. I really want to take that more or less to the Outer Banks or somewhere a little bit more secluded. I don't know if we're taking it with us or not, because that's quite a bit of space taken up in the car for packing. That thing takes up about a suitcase and a half worth of space. So if we don't, that car will be run in the next few weeks. Definitely, I'll make a day trip out of it, and I want to make sure we're completely ready for that. And there's a lot of running videos already, so we're already late to the game, so we're going to take our time and do it right. Or as right as I can do it anyways. I kind of do it kind of basic, but my own way. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to throw the tires on these BBX wheels and see how they look. Keep a lookout on Instagram. If anything changes, we do post up there pretty quick, pretty often. And appreciate the support. Don't forget to click that link below to get your merchandise. We have stickers, shirts. All right, guys, another way to help support the channel is we have memberships. We do try to release a membership video maybe a few times a month, and we also, if possible, we release the videos early to members only. That helps support the channel. Every little bit helps. We are up to 12 members now. That's the most we've had. Our numbers are low, but appreciate each and every one of you. It's really helping out. Just to support some of these parts and pieces. A few months of memberships helps get a body, get some tires, and helps us create more content and do cool things. And other than that, I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment below, and we'll see you Sunday with hopefully a paint job. See you then. Thanks.